Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 16th of September 2020. So yesterday, unemployment rate creeps up to 4.1% as pandemic takes its toll. Well, no surprise there. And I hear that the latest bill for furlough is 54 billion for the last 6 months. Not a small amount of money. Anyway, the market's reaction yesterday, go back to the start of the session, that's the release of the unemployment. You can see it was greeted positively, and then of course the market then drifted back, and then we got ready for the open of the German DAX. The market moving higher straight off, and then met with selling. I thought here I'd be okay keeping the stop at break even, but the market came straight back through, took that out, and you can see the selling that resulted from this as prices came screaming back through the DP level there, and then reversed from here, took out the BRN straight down to the 200 bar moving average, which you see there. The market stopping, finding some support for a moment, and then trading down. And you can see the buying coming in at this level as well in these price bars here. You can see this cluster. You've got the buying pressure, which is in the green bar, and then the two other very high volume bars as well. But the market needs to get back above the 200 MA in order to move higher. So you can see there we have that one close, and then start to move up towards the close there. And the volume actually building, but no green bars, no driving bars. It's as if they're trying to hold the market at this level, which if you recall, they failed to do so, and there you can see prices moving down to the BRN. And again, you can see how they buy back the market at these levels. Got the green bar there testing to see if there's any selling. Prices then hold, and again, just look at the volume bars building in this area. And again, you get that testing at the BRN. But there was something about this, and I'm just going to fast forward. You can see how it held at this level. And I was saying to a fellow trader of some many years yesterday, I said, this is not over on the downside, because the market likes to shake out and test the lows, like we've got here, where we've got all of these testings with these green bars. They like to shake out, go to the low, because if they can hold it at the low, as I've said many times in the market alert, then they can reverse the market and move it higher. And here was the first clue. So you've got this price bar here that fills, but we've got the volume is higher than the previous bar where the market had moved higher. And this indicates that we've got some selling here. So as I was saying to a friend, you know, if it closes below the 5 bar moving average and then the 20, we're going down and retesting the BRN and the lows. So prices hold, then they go, and then you see the market put in a sell signal and straight down to the low. Now, again, at the low, we know the market's going to find some sort of support. So if you just watch this bar and the volume, look at the volume, and you'll see prices come back off the low. And that's because that come back off the low of the price bar at the low. So immediately we know that you want to consider exiting stage left out of this trade, because we can see that they've bought back in. You get this spike in volume there. And also the other clue is that prices have come off the low of the price bar midway, indicating that there is some buying. And then prices again turn around. You can see them holding at the low and starting to move back to the upside. And then we have a potential buy signal. And now we've got the shakeout out of the way. Unlike the previous buy signal, prices are free to move to the upside, but not without a struggle, because yet again we see the volume is the same in this bar, or greater than the previous bar, and also in this bar as well. So we can see there's resistance. We've got the 200 MA there and the close to contend with also. But prices show a bit of potential weakness there, and then eventually drive through. But we've now got potential weakness here, and I decided to leave this trade, or get out of the trade, because I had to go out at an appointment at 9:45. So left the trade, but interestingly enough, the market then continued to move higher, and you'll see the DP level there. As I move over towards the afternoon session, you'll see prices are above the DP level there. So I'm just going to fast forward through the afternoon. There was a lot of volatility to begin with. As you can see there, market directionless, and eventually, as you'll see, if I can just fast forward this, prices remained sideways and then headed down towards the DP. I had a look back at the 20 bar moving average. You see them buying back at the DP level, also finding resistance once more at that 20 bar moving average. You can see this 3 times the market struggled here, and again, like the low, it's good to actually get the shakeout at these sort of levels before the market will turn around. So there you'll see again, like classic, dropping it down, coming back off the lows right at the 200 and through the DP for this market, and then prices just trade sideways. They failed to hold again. 3 times they tried at the 20 bar moving average, came back, closed through the 5 as well, and then through the DP. So no interest in the upside at this point until the market comes back above the DP and the 20 bar moving average there. But once again, fail, and it's a classic case of, right, well, the pressure's on the downside. You see them trying to hold all the time through here, and then again trying to bring the market back to the DP level. So no signals in the afternoon, just a lot of as we can see here, if I can just hold this, a lot of pressure at the 20 bar moving average on many occasions. And these are new signals that I'm going to write in, that I can actually see now how there's a pattern within the German DAX where this occurs quite regularly. And also what we saw in the morning session as well. If I can just move this over, this sort of price bar as well. So lots of new signals that I can see here, where we can actually, instead of entering the market here, we could be in here, and also switching to the short side here as well. Okay, let's have a look at the bigger picture of the markets. The Dow still below the 20 bar moving average in the daily chart and struggling with the 50% retracement there. In the DAX, also still sideways, narrow range yesterday. The market's waiting for the FOMC, which is out tonight, which you'll see there. There's a statement, so a lot of volatility. So you could expect the market to be quiet this morning as well, which, if we have a look at the 2-minute chart, is very quiet this morning. So be warned that there's not a lot going on. They're waiting to see what the Fed's going to do. As we said the other day, turn the printing presses back on. We need the money, and that's what this market is looking for. So if you have a look here where we compress the chart, again, we're midway, sitting around the DP level and the 200 bar moving average at the moment. A lot of scope either side, but the market's in a very narrow range overnight. So just be warned of this at the moment. And I think that's about it. They tried to hammer the precious metals yesterday. Just have a look. That's the German DAX there. Let me just bring up the daily chart. Yeah, they tried to move the silver market when there was it's a 2-day Federal Reserve meeting, and yesterday they hammered gold down $15. Silver held up really well, staying above the 20 bar moving average in the daily chart there. So that's still moving in the right direction. Once it gets through $30 an ounce, then we'll start to motor towards the $50 all-time high from 1979 and 2011. Okay, that will do it for this one. If there is anything else to report, I will let you know. But keep an eye on it being fairly quietish this morning. Now I've said that, of course, it's probably going to be really good. But take a view as and when the market opens. But certainly waiting to see what Powell's got to say this evening at 7 p.m. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.